How can you read the virtual room when no one is physically in the same room? In person, we know it's much easier to interpret the social cues from your audience. You can see their body language, you can connect directly with eye contact, and you can feel their energy as they react to you and your message. In the virtual setting, we all know it's a different reality. In this video, you'll get 5 key speaking tips on how you can lead and, more importantly, read the virtual room. I'm Riaz. Welcome to the Every Conversation Counts platform. This is the channel that helps leaders, experts, and coaches connect every time you speak on stage and on camera. If you're looking to maximize your impact, subscribe to this channel and hit the bell for the heads up when new content is released weekly. In any meeting or presentation, the most common objectives are to inform, to influence, problem solve, and above all, strengthen relationships. Some of these experiences can be passive for your audience, while some require active engagement. Now, we've covered off the basic ideas and etiquette for virtual presentations here on the channel. You have people, your audience that is, turn their cameras on, put in the work if you're the speaker to understand the reason for the meeting, and above all, ask good questions and use the polling functions to gauge your audience. The one big idea I invite you to consider to effectively read the room and connect in virtual settings is become a proactive facilitator. How can you do this? Consider these 5 ideas. First things first, tease their insight. Being a proactive facilitator involves good planning. Understand beforehand the types of people that will be in your audience, then reach out to a few key players that you think would be great contributors and let them know you will be calling on them to participate. When your event begins, let your group know what's coming up and tease who will be sharing ideas. Now, you might be thinking, well, what if you can't confirm participation beforehand? When you're in the live virtual arena, call it out. Let a specific person know that coming up, you will be calling on them for their take so they at least have a moment to prepare a thought or two to share. When the time comes, engage that person to set the tone for active participation. It's a great way to show you care about your audience, and we actually cover that approach in a previous video here on the channel. The second point is recognize who goes first. Watch closely as to who voluntarily participates. For example, if you ask a question and people are responding in your chat box, look at who shows up first. Then you can confidently call upon them later in your presentation and keep your dialogue flowing. Recognizing and calling on the people who prioritize feedback will become contagious for the others in your audience to step up and be recognized as well. The next point, get to the point. Too much information will clutter your story and your message. Listen, how many times have you tuned out of a conversation because the person you were listening to kept going off on tangents? Structure your message effectively and give your audience concise context and nothing more. A common approach for editing your own message is to ask yourself after each sentence, so what? This will keep you objective in determining if your ideas support the overall message you're trying to convey. This next one might be a little difficult for you, but embrace the silent standoff. When you ask your questions, understand it may take a moment to receive the feedback you're hoping for. This silence, though, could be a good sign that your listeners are reflecting upon your questions. When I first started doing live television, 1 to 2 seconds of silence after asking a question because of a time delay would feel like an eternity. When I'd watch it back, though, it wouldn't look anywhere near as awkward as it felt. But here's the thing. If you get comfortable with silence, the audience will follow your lead. So throw out your question, pause, give them a moment to share their answer, then engage with their insights. And for more ideas on how you can become an effective listener, check out this video. Final point, be clear, be brief, then be quiet. Instead of trying to wow your audience with fancy language and industry jargon, make things simple for your listener to follow along. As soon as they have to overthink your message or digest overwhelming statistics and surveys, you will lose their attention as they attempt to process what you are sharing. The key here, brevity is your listener's best friend. Create an emotional connection with the use of powerful storytelling. Your audience will listen and act on emotion that connects with their heart before their head. Simplicity is the key to help deliver a clear and concise message that your audience can understand, engage with, and ultimately act upon. Remember, when you're speaking in a virtual setting, it's your show. You're the host. And if you follow these 5 ideas, you'll keep your audience engaged from beginning to end. What has helped you read the virtual room when you've had to speak in remote settings? Let me know in the comments. For more ideas on how to connect with others, you can download the free guide, The 5 Secrets to Making Every Conversation Count. Thanks for watching this video. We cover many more ideas on improving your virtual presentation skills and engaging your audience in these videos. If you found this content valuable, hit the like button, subscribe to this channel, and feel free to share the content. We'll see you in the next video.